If you can hear me, make some noise. Yeah, I have about 5 persons in the house, but nobody is making some noise. I want to be sure you can hear me loud and clear before I go on with the business of the day. Can you hear me? Yes, 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 yes. Uju Henry, Okechukwu, Uche Nwogu, Albert again. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We are in high spirit today, and yes, we are here for a reason. I'm sorry. First of all, we're just 4 viewers in the house. Over 20 of us have registered because I had to resend and reschedule the training. So a lot of persons who registered before hasn't checked their mail. You know, don't be one of those guys who check their mails once in a year. No. Your email should be an early routine. Like check your email from time to time so you don't miss out on anything. Okay. All right. Just 4 viewers, 4 of us in the house already. That is too small. Well. We'll be waiting for them. Yeah. We wouldn't be waiting for them. Okay. Yeah, Fadila, I can hear you. Uju Henry is giving me a big green. Wow, Albert, Uju Henry, thumbs up. Uche Nwogo, I can hear you. Wonderful. So far, everybody is hearing me loud and clear. Okay, please don't be in a haste. You guys are not just any kind of persons. You're not just any house subscriber. You are people that have distinguished yourself and have chosen to move away from the crowd. So I owe you as a duty to make sure you get every value for your money. All right. Team Masketer, where are you? These people, where on a day? Come on, we need to do this. We need to be here. Need to be here, have fun, walk through these funnels and kill it. I want us each and every one of us to make money with their funnels. All right. I want each and every one of us to make money with their funnels. It's not just enough you giving me the money, giving us the money. No, you should make something for you as well. Yeah, I can see a couple of us joining. We're about 6 now, thereabout. Yeah. Okay. I'm on my lightning. I don't know how to place this lightning so it doesn't. My teeth is just all right. No. Let me see. Okay, I think this is better. This is better. Wonderful. Yeah. Good. Oh, 6 viewers already. Okay, good. I think I should start. Should I start? Happy Sunday. Olivia, welcome. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys, the Christians, went to church. And somebody like Fadila, I hope you enjoyed yourself at home. Albert, Uche, I hope you went to church. Don't be like me that doesn't go to church. But then I was in church today. And yeah. Okay. Which said I should start. Good. I am starting in earnest. I'm starting immediately. No time. Okay. Yes. Welcome to this masterclass. First of all, I should start by apologizing. One, your job are supposed to have been finished and submitted to you maybe since January or so, but for some reasons, it wasn't possible, right? I don't want to justify the delay and say, oh, it's just because of your own good, but the truth is that's actually the case. All right. I had a chance of outsourcing your work to people. As a matter of fact, I was already talking on that, but I said no. I should do these things myself. I should do these jobs myself, right? I should do them myself, and so that I give you the best. I know exactly what you're getting, so I know this is me. I wrote this, okay? So I had to take my time. I started writing all those things one after the other. And I said, no, writing those articles, and 5 emails, not easy, right? It wasn't easy, but then I had to do it. Lots of sleepless nights, I had to close some other things. As a matter of fact, you should know, I don't be sending enough mails and stuff, but it's fine as far as I'm still giving the same value on one end. So, and that's actually one of the reasons you're getting this in late. Okay. And I think it's really just one or two of you that hasn't received their funnels already. I've sent everybody's their own, and some persons have not even checked their emails since then, but I don't know how else to reach them. Maybe I'll send them an SMS as well. But I've sent it out almost everybody. Okay, so today what we are here at, I promised to be giving you guys one online training once every month or once every week, whichever. Let me see if I can pull that out and see. Okay, I think it should be once every week. Yeah, once weekly. Once weekly. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think it's okay. So once weekly, as a matter of fact. I hope we can hear me. Or am I just talking to myself? Can you hear me? Well, yes, just type in yes on the chat box if you can hear me. If you can hear me very well, type in yes at the chat box. So if you can hear me, wonderful. If you can hear me, type in something on the chat box. I'm not getting any typing. So okay, wonderful. Uju Henry says they can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. So today we are gonna be talking on few things, right? I'm telling you more about the funnel. Then I'm gonna be showing you how to fix in the things that are not there, how to edit your funnel, how to add autoresponder code if you've not done that, and then we'll see if we still have time. We'll talk about some other things, right? Okay, so we are starting in earnest. We're starting in earnest. Okay. Let me yank off some of these distractions in here. Let me yank off some of these distractions. They're actually distracting me. Okay. Well, good. So how many of you have received their funnels here? Just put your hands up. Just put something on the chat box. Why? Something like why on the chat box. So I know exactly you've received your funnel. How many of you have received your funnel? If you have, just type in why. Type in why. Why like this? You have received your own funnel. Wonderful. Albert has, yeah. Okay. So we're good to go. Now I'll pull up one of you guys' funnel. Okay, let me do something. I don't want to pull anybody's on, so let me do something. Let me create one dummy funnel. I'm creating one dummy funnel. Okay, yeah, I have whys, meaning almost everybody in the house tonight have received theirs. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you I know some of you who these things sound still sound like Greek to, will tend to see that as we'll tend to see that as what this guy talking about. I mean, what kind of funnel is this? What was he saying? But I'll be explaining how everything should work, and that shouldn't be an issue at all for you. Okay, so I'm creating a dummy funnel here. I'm just going to create something, and then I will tell you how I'll use it to explain. This rain that is trying to fall, I bind and cast you. Don't come and disturb this network now. I bind and cast you this rain that is about to fall. So we're almost there. A minute. I'm trying to create a dummy funnel, which I'm some content I have already. So I'm just pulling them online, uploading them to create a dummy funnel. So I have a dummy funnel right now. I have a dummy funnel right now. Good. I have a dummy funnel right now. So let me see. If at any time you lost control here, refresh. You lost access. Sorry, refresh and come back to the this thing. You know, it's actually trying to rain here, but then I know that we are better than, we are stronger than whatever forces that is trying to pull down the rain tonight. They've taken my light, but it's okay. It's okay. A moment, they're going to on the gen. So let me off the fridge here. Okay, don't worry about the lightning. So let me just talk since you can hear my voice. Okay, I have, yeah, oh yeah, it's off. It's off. Okay. I have the dummy funnel here right now. Okay, good. Yeah, some more persons are joining us, which is awesome. Yeah, which is awesome. Okay, I have a dummy funnel right now. Okay. Now I'll be sharing my screen so you see exactly what the funnel look like. Go on, sir. Uche work good. I'll be sharing my screen right now so you see exactly what I mean. You know, the funnel I have here might sound very, it's just a dummy one. It might sound like maybe your own or something, but don't worry. It's just for illustration purposes. Okay. So just for illustration purpose. So I've just shared the dummy funnel. So I'm sharing it right now on the screen. So you see exactly what I mean. Okay, good. I think I've just shared it. I want to be sure everybody can see it. If you can see it, type in Y at the chat box so I know exactly you can see this and I'm not talking to myself alone. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we can see it. Good, 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 good. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Now, when I say funnel, I'm not talking about that funnel you use in I'm not talking about the funnel you use in putting fuel in your gen. I'm not talking about the funnel. I'm not talking about the one you use in putting fuel or water on a can or whatever. Okay, but we are actually the idea came from that same funnel, as a matter of fact, because when you look at that funnel, something happens to it. Okay, you put the bigger part of it is big. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of a funnel. Awesome. Awesome. Mhm. Awesome. Don't be in a rush, oh. Please don't be in a rush. Hmm? This is not a free webinar. This is a paid training, so you shouldn't be in a rush whatsoever. Okay, I've just shared a new image here. I've just shared a new image here. You should be seeing something new now, something like funnel. I mean, funnel in the real sense of funnel. Okay, you'll be seeing something like funnel in the real sense of funnel. Okay, so that is actually what a funnel looks like. Yeah, and you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so you can see what the funnel looks like. Now, this is what happens at the top of this funnel. I don't know, maybe it's not showing clearly there. At the top of this funnel, there's a big a mouth. Let me call it okay. There's a big entrance, kind of, right, and then it decreases. It starts decreasing till it gets to a point where it now flows in. It comes in the same shape and flows down. All right. This is what that setup I've done for you. We've done for you. Is supposed to achieve for you. What happens is, let's say for example, you're selling a weight loss tea. Let's say, for example, you're selling a weight loss tea, right? And you know who wants a weight loss tea? Anybody that wants to lose weight, or pot belly like mine, or any woman that thinks she's fat, or a woman gets pregnant, postpartum weight, all right? After delivery, women need to shed off some weight and all that. So generally, anybody who wants to lose weight, would find your product appealing. Okay. Now the truth is, let's assume, for example, in Lagos, there are let's say 500,000 persons who want to lose weight. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. I want to be sure you can hear me. Don't worry. This video will be available for replay, but you have to be here live to ask that question, to have things clarified. Please, you have to be here live. It won't cost you more than 500 MB. It shouldn't even be up to 500 MB. Okay, so if you can hear me, just keep letting me understand on the chat box that you can hear me, so that I feel, yes, I'm talking to people I should be talking to. Wonderful. Yes, perfect. Ken Obo, I don't know how to pronounce that, so I don't call the one that somebody will come and cut off my head. It's all right. Actually, yes, you can hear me now. Assuming 500,000 persons in Lagos want to lose weight. Sorry, I'm using this as an example. Assuming 500 persons in Lagos wants to lose weight, for example, all right, those 500 persons, they want the same level. Everybody wants to lose weight. Okay, let's say, for example, everybody wants to make money. Yeah, but how many persons are ready to do the things that should make them make money? For example, everybody wants this evergreen business, but everybody got access at the end of the day. In the same way, we are selling a weight loss product. Everybody wants a weight loss product. Say, hey, come and take weight loss product to take it, right? But in this case, we are not the governor. We are not any humanitarian or philanthropic organization, but we are just that small businessman that is around the corner of our own world, trying to make things for ourselves. Try not to chop shit and chop whatever this guy is chop these days. All right, saying and make out things out of life and still be decent and still have the need to go to our God and face him, like, oh God, these things I'm doing. So that is why we are in business, as a matter of fact. Now, assuming 500 persons want to buy are interested in weight loss product, let's say in Lagos, and now you run an advert. You have a product hit somewhere in your house, in your office, in your store, your warehouse, with your warehouse agent, whatever. Then you run an advert anywhere on Facebook, on radio, on TV, on billboards, on banners, however, word of mouth, whatever. And then when people hear, oh, weight loss, blah, 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 oh, I lost weight like this. Oh my God, this guy lost weight. He was so fat. He almost committed suicide. The wife left him, ran away with his children. He lost weight. His tummy was covering his local government and everything, blah, blah, blah. and then he sees your adverts. The first thing he will say, oh, I love this, I'm reading this, oh my, this is exactly what I'm passing through, blah blah blah. And then it gets to a point where he just says, oh, I want to buy. You have to buy this. The person draws back. They have come again. These Yahoo boys. There's no shit for them to eat again. So they are now looking for people that are, in fact, I don't have weight problem again. I'm sexy. I'm cool. You understand? Now, out of those 500,000 persons, you might end up just selling to, let's say, 1,000 of them. And it is not something out of place. It's not something unusual. It is normal. But here, a funnel will enable us from the onset, find out those who are interested, who will be interested, who are really interested with what we're selling, one, and who have the financial capacity to buy them. Not just being interested. Everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to beat Dangote and become the rich black man on earth. But how many persons have the wherewithal? How many persons can make out time and takes to get there? Now, we don't want to waste our time with those guys who are always willing, like the zombie. Don't mind me. I'm a very free person. If I talk against your interest, it's just normal. Take it as a joke, right? Now, how many of you, we don't want to waste time with those guys, you know, every 500 persons coming and disturbing us. It's either they are hitting on our website or making us, I mean, they're just distracting us. And I'll tell you why it is very, very important to funnel your prospects before to actually sieve them and know those who are really, really interested. Okay. Now, 500 person, let's say 500,000 persons sees that advert and get to your site, all right, and then only let's say 10,000 persons put in their email or give you their phone number, whatever, to subscribe and then go to the next page. Out of that 10,000 persons, you have them. Your autoresponder grabs their detail. You have them in your autoresponder. They become your ready markets. Let's say on the spot, out of those 10,000 persons that got in, let's say 500 person or 100 person buys, and you think you've made money, but it doesn't end there. Now your autoresponder has features. You load them with messages that go out in automation. They go out in sequence. You tell them, send this message today, send this message tomorrow. That means those guys, you not appear before those guys who come into your autoresponder, those cold prospects, those guys who subscribe but cannot, do not think they for one reason or the other are not able to buy at that point in time. It might even be a very honest reason that they don't have the money then, or a 9-to-5 that is waiting for 30th of the month. All right. A 9-to-5 that is waiting for 30th of the month, or it could just be that doubting Tomo that says, oh, these are one of these guys out there selling all these things, hawking it on the streets. At that first time, that's actually one of the reasons let's say 10,000 joined, 100 buys immediately. 9,900 of them could have a number of wonderful reasons that they didn't take action immediately, right? But the idea that you still have them, you can still read them with a click of the mouse. Now, your email, all those messages you've lined up, all right, start going out to them. Hello, Pat. Today it goes out. Hello, Pat. You subscribe to my list the other day, and I know you are skeptical because you've tried thousands of things like this. I have been there. I was there, and believe me or don't believe me, but the thing there is, most of these things, most of these fly-by-night guys, their stuff do not work. They just want to come, do magic in your front, grab your money and run away. But here we are not like that. That is why we thought we should get your email and send you exclusive, wonderful information. And one of those information is exactly the kind of food you have to eat by 8 p.m. every day to lose 2 kg every week. All right. Now this is the food. They are the food you have. I mean, I'm actually trying to come up with an email off my head right now, but then you should understand that these messages this person is reading, we're doing something in him. We're doing something in him majorly. All right. You know, it's not just any kind of message. We're doing something in him. What he'll be doing is that it will be positioning you as an expert. Oh, this guy is an expert, is an authority in this field, right? He's not like every other guy that wants to just grab and run away. Imagine he's been following me, even me not buying, nonetheless, all right, he's still sending me this message, meaning he has my interest at heart, even though he doesn't have my money. All right. Now, those guys, it might take some time, but when you start sending them this, start proving your authorityship and start proving that yes, you want more than their money, you want result for them. At the point you see them losing up and they buy. And when they buy, they become the best of customers. Those guys buy upsells more. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. I'm excited here. I want you to be excited as well. You don't know what you have in your hands? Because if you do, I'm excited here. If you can hear me, yeah. Let's get out on the chat box. If you can hear me, yeah. And if you're on PC, I'll be opening up and I'll be making you, I'll be inviting you if you want to talk. Just indicate if you have if you're on PC and you have a fast internet connection, and then you have your PC should have a cam, and you have a Google account, a Gmail account, all right? Let me know. I would invite you so that you can you'll be on the call as well, and maybe ask questions and do whatever. I'll be inviting one person at a time, all right? If you're on PC, you can indicate. If on PC you have a fair internet connection that is a bit fast, you can indicate. I will invite you to ask questions and whatever. If you have a specific question you think you could ask and people, every other person would learn, fine, I would invite you. But make sure you're on PC, except your phone. If you're on phone and your system is your connection is very tight, no problem. If you're on PC, you should have a cam and you should have a Gmail. It must be a Gmail, not Yahoo, please. I'll just invite you and then you talk, all right? Just indicate on the chat box. Okay, so that's actually what funnel does for us. Now, let me blow your mind on something. Do you know that out of my over 108, they're actually up more than 200,000 now, subscribers. Some of them have been with me since 5, 6, 7, 8 years. All right? Many internet marketers have come, they've gone. Some that doesn't have a list, they just come, run an advert, make money, run away. No. But I have customers that, as a matter of fact, I have some customers that have been buying every product I put out there. The reason is because I am doing it not like every other person. I'm doing it in a unique way. All right? Even if I have nothing to sell, I always reach out to them. I send them messages. I make them laugh. I share tips along the line. I position myself as that guy that is not like every other person out there, like an authority. So at least the funnel will help you build these things. Even though I gave that as an option, some persons, they wanted me to log into the authority and do all the things. But I said, well, sorry. What we'll do is you have to start these things going, let it run. You remove the autoresponder. I just put a link there so I take them to the next side. But go and learn the autoresponder, as a matter of fact, how to use that, because it's going to benefit you more in the long run. Okay, so that's what lists does. That's what a funnel does. I hope I can still be heard. Can you hear me? I hope I can still be heard. Am I still with you guys? Let me check and make sure it's working well. Wonderful. Yeah. Clear. I'm watching it right now and everything seems to be very, very awesome. Okay. So that's fine. I'm going to continue right now. I'm going to yank it off and continue. Okay. So that's about funnel. That is actually the reason why I created those 3 pages for you. Don't commonize those things. They are killers. What the first page does is, the first page is actually, let me put that up and run through it again. If at any time you lose access, make sure your connection is faster, good, and then refresh. And now is not the best time to do other things, download, watch other videos. No, now is the best time to devote your internet connectivity to your internet connection to this webinar, so you don't share your bandwidth and slow down how this webinar works. Okay. Good. You can hear me. You can see everything, all right? Okay, now let me just continue. Let me run through this. I'll explain a bit what a funnel means. Basically, it allows everybody coming from the big mouth. Coming means seeing your sales, seeing your, I'm calling it pre-sale page. Everybody sees it. But when they read through, they are made to jump a hurdle. Really something big. It's just asking them to give you a contact point, an email, right? And few of them will not give you an email. And as a matter of fact, if you don't have an email, you're not even supposed to be on my list. So you go. Some of them will say, "Oh, I'm lazy. I don't want." If you want a solution to a problem, you should be ready to do whatever that will lead you there. That is not illegal, and asking for your email is not illegal. So if you think it's stressful giving me your email, then there's no point allowing you into my autoresponder or allowing you to come into my world and waste my time, because a time wasted is a penny wasted. All right. So this is what a basic funnel looks like. All right. Please, whatever I'm using here, don't copy on your own. I'm using them for, don't go tomorrow to copy them. All right. As a matter of fact, if you study the funnel I did for you very well, you will understand how to funnel anything, how to write for everything, how to write for definitely virtually every product. But before you can create a funnel, make sure it is a product that is evergreen. Don't go and create a funnel for a fashion product or a particular type of watch. It might not sell. It will not sell. It will sell at that time. But then what's the point? Creating a funnel, building a list for something that is not evergreen, something that won't have to be getting repeated buyers. There's no point. So you have to go with those products that I call evergreen products, and majorly they are on the health niche, security niches, right? Weight loss, tooth problems, yes, eye problem, yes, hair problem, that's bald hair and hair loss for women, premature ejaculation pills and sprays, yeah, security, anything that will help you catch a cheating partner, anything that will help you track the whereabouts of a kid, anything that will help you, keep an eye on your household in absence, because these problems will always be there until Jesus Christ comes, until the world ends. All right, there will always be a security issue. It has been there. Kidnapping happened in the Bible. All right, kidnapping happened in the Bible days. I mean, even in our holy books, you find places where people got missing, where persons were abducted and all that. So it has been happening, and it will continue happening. And a problem again, like infertility, will always be there. All right, a problem like men's health issues, performance issues, will always be there, because my daddy will always tell me instances of their mates that got married, their mommy got married for when they were small, and because the man could not perform, the woman left. Right, and instances of women that couldn't take in, they had to send them away. I mean, I'm talking some 50 years ago or something. So it's always been there, and it's still prevalent in our days. And as a matter of fact, I'm not trying to be pessimistic or trying to talk down on my generation. These problems, infertility problems, increase by the day. Some of, I think why it is so, but then I try to link it to all these chemicals we eat, shawarma, pizzas, and all these things, and all these chemicals we drink. All right, I try to link, but the truth is here and is here. We have to just be in that group that tend to provide solutions, and honest solutions, in exchange for a decent earning. It is not the same. It is not bad. Bible, Quran, or all the holy books, none of this condemns it. All right. So you have to go for a product that's evergreen, a product that will always be there. So that when you create your funnel, all you have to be doing is to make sure that you show more eyes to your funnel. Once they join, the funnel takes them through, and then the auto funnel continues, and then you make sales, you just do orders and send. So that's exactly what we're talking about here. And let me also blow your mind. This doesn't just work for physical products. I only did this for you for physical products. It works for digital products. And I'm releasing a course soon on digital products, on information marketing, the part of what I've learned in my entire 6 years, and how best a newcomer can do this. All right. I have proofs and screenshots to show for this, right? And how to use webinars to sell stuff, as a month. Okay, now you can use these same funnels to sell digital products. My wife was just talking to me about that day. I don't know what she just mentioned. I don't know how the thing came into her. I said, man, the way I struggle to make Mona go to bed early, so that she can wake up early and not feel dizzy, because sometimes we are taking her to school, she feels dizzy. Sometimes she stay awake till 10 till 11. She'll be doing anything, but she won't just fall asleep. All right. Now she will say the way Mona stresses her to go to bed late, and she begs and do all whatnot. A lot of women are passing that through, and it just rang on my head. Man, if there's a product, a digital product, a video course or an ebook on how to make your kid, your baby, fall asleep before 7:30, I mean, people will buy that. As a matter of fact, my wife will be the first person to buy a product like that. And in that line, I started thinking of to create a product in that line and have my wife sell it. All right, because the woman should do she can sell that one better. All right, and then you might be asking, now I don't have the solution. How do I sell this? The internet is there. When we come to the information marketing course, then we'll talk about that. But it's then possible. It's the same funnel you use, just a storyline that will make them to subscribe, take them to more stories. The stories is to build your authority. The story is to create a bond. The story is to make them feel, oh, this is the same position I was in, and so I have to listen to you to get that same solution that works for you. All right, so that's exactly what this funnel does for us. Then you direct them to where they not buy, and if they have that problem, they'll buy. They might not buy at the first instance, because in marketing they said it takes about 7 interactions, 7 contacts to make a purchase. All right, but then you have them in your autoresponder. Your autoresponder can follow up. You can wake up in the morning and run promos or whatever, and then they will buy. You can build a solid business around these things. Imagine a funnel doing you 100,000 naira profit every month. I'm just talking on a worst case scenario. I don't believe in following from village. Just assume that they follow you from village. They don't follow any of us, especially all of us here, right? But the thing is, if you have one that is making 100,000 naira profit and you have 10 of this, you can actually have 10 of this because you do nothing basically in this. With this, all you need to do is, if you're running a Facebook advert, for example, make sure your advert is running, pointing towards this first site, getting people to join your funnel. They are reading through, they are joining your list, they are buying, they are not buying, they are being in your list, they are getting more mails, convincing them to buy. If they are not buying, once in a while you run a promo to them. I mean, is that sweet? Okay, and it's not complex. Don't think you're a newbie. Please, there's nothing like a newbie. There's nothing like a newbie. As far as I'm concerned, new to everything. It is you. The newbie is in your mind, in your heart. If you believe, oh, I'm a newbie, I can't do this. You have some kind of cloud, stand in between you and what you should do. You start failing. You start having a dampened spirit, and you do nothing. If you can take simple instructions and say, wow, this guy can do it, an Igbo boy can do it, somebody from Ibadan can do it, why can't I? If you challenge yourself that way, you see yourself doing this. So that is exactly what I'm talking about here. Now let's run through this funnel. So I show you exactly what it means. I hope you can still see the funnel. Okay, somebody has asked that I put in. Anthony, yeah, I will invite you. Let me run through this funnel, and then I will invite one person. Okay, we thank God we're just small today, so I can even invite everybody one after the other. So we'll ask questions live. All right. Okay. If you can see my screen now, my pin like dick. All right. You could change that dick to anything. My pin like cassava. All right. They say you get to be cassava, baby. So if a guy should know what you mean by cassava or by whatever. So my pin like the cost me my first and second girlfriends, which was made worse by premature ejaculation. Now I'm talking about 2 problems here: small premature ejaculation. But this no side effect 2-in-1 remedy turned me into a bed champ in 30 short days. Now there's something in this headline that is very, very important. All right, I pointed out the problem. Okay, I pointed out consequences of the problem, what the problem cost me, my first and second girlfriend. And then I pointed out, I later found a solution that helps me in an excess amount of days. People they don't want to say, oh, this thing can help cure your headache. Some will say, when? Because if you say it can cure your headache, maybe I might need to take it till next year, and by then the headache might have killed them. I don't know if I get what I'm saying. So people want a timeline to this kind of things. So this headline captures all that. So we have to put this into consideration if you are creating further funnel for yourself, right? Okay, now the stories you hear here, the stories you're going to be reading here, and all the stories they're imaginary stories, but they are not stories that are not possible. Those stories are something that are possible. If you read through and analyze very well, you see me mentions places people can easily place their mind to, right? I could say something like Excellence Hotel Roundabout towards Shonola Street. I mean, even if you've not been there, maybe you have somebody talk about as, oh, somebody have been mentioning there. Oh, it was a day I passed there, and now you start you see what happens is that the person start connecting himself immediately, unconsciously with you, with what you are. It makes the person more interested in what you're doing, what you're writing. So let's proceed. I said, at the point, I thought sex was just something women do not only. Okay, I thought sex was just something women do to only make men happy. At the point, right? This is an imaginary story. It never happened. But this is a story almost everybody having this issue can easily relate to. Almost everybody having this premature ejaculation and small tanta issue can relate to, this kind of story. So it's just simple, all right? If you don't know, they said marketers are storytellers. It's actually a book. And then in the storytellers, you have something like marketers are liars. Then they cancel the liar and wrote storytellers. And stories work because we are used to stories. Stories is one thing that have not changed. What they do, they only modernize it and make it easier to assume and assimilate. And I'll tell you, in the Bible, in the Quran, the Holy Prophet, peace be unto him, used a lot of stories to drive home his message. All right, the few chapters I've read in the Quran, I saw something like that, and I've also Googled and I saw that he used majorly stories to drive home his message. He would tell stories or tell parables or tell something to drive home a particular message. That's one. A lot of stories in the Bibles have lots of stories to drive home message. The 10 virgins, all right, the prodigal son. It didn't happen. These things are stories, you know, to help you drive home a message. You paint two pictures, bring them together, and then you use that to paint a message. It makes it easy. Then in our own local hometowns, in those days, we'll still be around fires and we hear stories. We'll get an old woman or an old man who tell us stories, who just sit and tell us stories. You know, if you're able here, if Ochakpi, wow, then they start telling us stories about tortoise, about it. Then at the end of the story, there's a moral lesson that we can apply in our life. If they have gone ahead to just tell us about the moral lesson, we might not just assimilate that as much as we do with the stories. Now, in modern society, you see stories still, you know, evident in most in our areas. Now, they released a movie they call Black Panthers for movie freaks. The movie has done over $1 million. All right. Now, what does the movie entail? People sitting down for 2 hours and watching a movie. It is actually a story, entertainment. People can go to Basket Mouth, pay $1 million for a table, 500,000, 250,000, 50,000, 25,000, 10,000, and sit to watch Basket Mouth, crack jokes, and they just laugh. At the end of it, they go home. So people don't think that their time is being wasted when you use stories. That explains why Baba Muna uses a lot of stories in my marketing. All right. If you're not doing that now, you have to start doing that. Big brands use that. When you watch adverts by MTN, Etisalat, or 9Mobile now, Airtel, you see that the adverts are mostly stories. At the end of the day, what the story will tell you is getting their SIM card will solve this. It is just there. Check out, analyze most adverts you see, especially successful adverts, you see that they are built around stories. All right. And if you must know, storytelling helped Obama win election in 2008. And I have all the mails he sent, they are all stories. One of them is, I think, yeah, John Kerry. Would you allow John Kerry outspend me? That's one of his biggest email that got the maddest response, and he helped him raise money. So stories we use here has been there from the time immemorial. Okay, so you have the right as a marketer to coin a story, but then don't make mistakes. Don't say you were having premature ejaculation, you were flying from Kaduna to Calabar, and in the process you got so you got tempted, and then you opened the airplane door, you fell out, and then you fell on government house in Lagos and nothing happened. I mean, it's crazy. You tell stories people can easily relate to it. That is why those stories I've written for you, they are stories that happen every day. Most times I just go online, read what people have, you know, what people share on forums and stuff. I just build a story around that if I lack story ideas. Okay. Now I'm giving you tips on how to write stories. I'm not just setting this up for you. I want you to be able to set it up subsequently for yourself, because I don't want you to stop just at this. You will do more of this. You do more of this, and it's just simple. Okay, so let's analyze that story again. Are you there with me? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me get a noise. Make some noise on the chat box. If you can hear me, just put H on the chat box. No H yet. I want to believe I've been talking to myself. No H yet. Oh, wonderful. Albert, thank you. Albert. Ken, wonderful, wonderful. So let's continue. Thank God this is making some sense somewhere. Okay, now let's run through this story. My pin this cost me my first and second girlfriends. Yes, a girl can leave a guy because of a small thing, Abi. It's normal. All right. I'm a friend to one girl, they call Angela Osu. You know, the sex goddess. She calls herself the trap pussy queen. Like, she talks about sex a whole lot on Facebook, and then she's making headlines with it. As a matter of fact, his videos gets over 4 million views on whatever mail, a gossip mail. And then the Police Women Wives Association has invited her to come and teach them on how to make their husbands happy in bed. So she talks about sex. She's a close friend. She comes around, we hang out and all that. We have a project we're working on, as a matter of fact, right? Now she tells me if she opens her inbox and tell you the number of messages men send to her asking for solution to their small penis, and how their women, even their wives, have cheated on them, have left them because of small cassava, right? So it's actually a problem. So it's not a far-fetched story. It's not a far-fetched story. Something we can. Is the problem nobody is proud to share, except when they are sure their identity can be hidden. All right. If you run a newsletter, you'll be surprised at how much problem people have. They'll be sharing with you. Sometimes I shed tears when I saw something on infertility. I saw an infertility supplement. I read some stories and I shed tears. But it's okay. Okay, which was made worse by premature ejaculation. Now, why I had to put the two together, because I want to kill two birds with one stone. I sell you something on quick small penis problem. I sell you something on premature ejaculation, because most problems go hand in hand, right? Small problem and small dick will always cause premature ejaculation, not because it can't do, but because of the anxiety, because of you think the incompleteness feeling you feel. So you list the other one. So we have the two together, but this no side effect in one remedy turned me into a bed champ in short 13 days. All right. Okay, now look at the story. At a point, I thought sex was just something women do only to make men happy. But my breathtaking story and eventual discovery, watch out how I'm putting two things together. My breathtaking story and then my discovery, because they're not just here to read my story and run away. They're here to read my story and find out what worked for me. And discover the solution you will learn about shortly changed it all. I could not have believed any man who described the true bitterness in a woman's heart when stabbed in bed, because I grew up thinking that sex was something women do to make men happy. As a grown adult, I've now seen how wrong I was. Okay? Now watch one thing I do here. I don't write too long statements. I write short statements. My English teacher in secondary school, Sajay Ozeneri, the author of Behind the Wall Front, he told me that make your sentences to be short. As a matter of fact, break them, because people read easily and assimilate, and they don't feel overwhelmed that way. Okay, experience has given us tough lessons, and I've learned that sexually active women derive much more pleasure from sex than men, and it's true. Yeah, because they pretend. They pretend a lot. It's so when a man comes with a big pounding, cassava to make her moan in ecstasy, and not a small dangling thing that gets missing in her honeypot. Same thing. Now, there's something again you should learn here. Although I did dig, but please be careful. Don't use more of this dick. As a matter of fact, if you can run away from it, cassava is fine. Then instead of saying PUSSY, you can use something like punani, you can use something like honeypot, you can use something like whatever. Any name you think people can easily, they don't have to crack their brain to place to find out, right? Now, I come again with a sub-headline. This is nature. This is facts. Now, one thing I've learned in writing is you break it down in sub-headlines so that people can, from the sub-headline, when they just come here and their eyes scans through the page, it's not one whole long continuous statement. Oh, I can read this, I can read this. Now, watch what happens again. Sadly, I wallowed in the exact opposite direction for years, and lots of heartbreaks and disappointments until this knowledge came late to me. And that's exactly what I have shared for you at the next page. Funny enough, the solution was so simple, as you can see shortly. All you are required to do is to put in your correct email in the box below, then click on send me more information, and let me tell you how it can do the same magic for you. That's why they are here. Now, my stories is something like a cutting razor. It is something that we want them to learn more. Now, here go at your autoresponder code. And I'll be explaining later how you can place the code here. But I said to some persons who kept on complaining that they don't know how this thing works and they're not ready to learn, because I want you to go learn it. I said, this autoresponder code, I can help you fix it, but you have to go to your autoresponder code account, set up your campaign, put down your emails, get the code and send them to me. I'll help you put it here. But this is something you can do, and I'll be explaining how you can do that today, right? But if you think autoresponder is something that could drag you and make you start this business next year or make you procrastinate, please, we can yank this off and then say all you are required to do is to click here or click on send me more information, and I will take you to a page where you see what worked for me exactly, so that you will not be building this here. But you have to work on your autoresponder skills, go and learn how it is done, so that you can come back and put it here and build a list of what you're selling, so that you have the benefits. All the benefits have been explaining all this while. All right, so this is the page 2. Let us go to page 2. Now, there's something you also have to understand. If you're working on your autoresponder, in the autoresponder, most of them have a custom thank you page. In that custom thank you page, make sure you put in the next page. That is, I use /2.html. Right now, this for this my purpose is actually 234leaks.com/2.html. Now, when they subscribe in the autoresponder and put in their email, they automatically redirected to the next page to continue. All right. Now, they actually think they have given you their email to unlock whatever. But yes, that's actually what has happened. But the system redirects them to the next page. They continue reading. Why the autoresponder that is working in the background have grabbed their email and have saved it for you in your autoresponder account. Is this not awesome and wonderful? All right. Now, let me go to the next page. Let me go to the next page. The next page is 234/2. Okay. Now, once they subscribe, they are taken to the next page. I am going to pull up the next page now. And yeah, we'll have some persons are leaving, but then you have to stay and learn. Okay. So this is it. This is the next page. Now they've subscribed to your autoresponder, or you didn't use autoresponder, they click through the link there. This is the page they have to come to. Can you see the page? Let me get some noise on the chat box. Get some N at the chat box. And Tony is always there. Yes. Okay, I will continue. So this is what it looks like. Now, once they subscribe or they click through the link at the land here, they continue reading. Thank God it finally, the story will flow into this page, as a matter of fact. By then, the autoresponder have sent them the first email they are supposed to receive in the sequence. It's very awesome. This is sweet. Internet marketing is sweet if you learn it how to do it very well. I believe me, I kid you not. It is sweet because while I'm talking here, my funnels are online. People are getting in. People are buying. People are paying me money. And I don't know if you've made money while you sleep. That's the sweetest money ever. Your salary is 1000% not as sweet as that, because you are just resting effortlessly. Money just drops into your account. The system automatically redirects the person to where he downloads, and it has nothing to do with you. Even if it has anything to do with you, all you have to do is just send them a link and they go and download. All right. Okay, let's continue. Thank God it finally came, and I can now take my right place as the man I should be. Now they are reading. My name is Mr. Lucas, a successful banker of 3 years. Watch how my statements are always short. I think I've got most of what would tempt a lady into falling in love. 5'9" in height, fairly toned skin. Now, waiting girls want now. Considerably muscular with broad shoulders and a beaming confidence. Now, waiting women want. So we are painting that thing they want, right? Right from my teenage days, people, especially girls, admired this quality, and that gave me loads of mind-lifting feelings. But beneath the joy of these sweet attributes, I wasn't really feeling like an endowed man each time I pulled off my clothes. My John Thomas, watch it. I use what? John Thomas here to mean dick. Now, let me give you something that can help you find words, commonly used words. If you're writing for a Nigerian market, look for words Nigerians use. All right? If it's dick, I say dagger. Cassava, we know cassava. I get a big cassava. Baby, so it's there. Everybody knows. Oh, cucumber. You know, the cucumber girl publicized cucumber, so we know what cucumber means. But in case you are lost, this is what I think you should do. All right? This is what I think you should do. Now, let me share the page as well. I'll come back to that. I told you I'm not looking at time today. I want to give you this. I want to give you this, right? Let's go to Thessarius.com. Thessarius.com. I am browsing. I'm actually going to share that right now. Then later I'll come back. Thessarius.com. Boom. You should see this, Thessarius.com. You should be able to see that right now. If you're not seeing that, go to your village people and collect your eyes. Don't mind me. It's okay. So Thessarius.com. Let me just find another word for penis. Okay. And I click, you go to Thessarius.com, you see something like a start button, and you see someone there, just click and put then scroll down, you see all the penises here. They said member, they said phallus, they said cock, they said dick, they said pecker, they said peter, they said prick, they said put, they said shaft. Wonderful. Now I can say shaft and Nigerians will understand. I can say Johnson and Nigeria will understand. So this is how this is done. Let me also say breast. Assuming you're selling something on breast enlargement or how to firm up your breast. and make it not for Yakata, even after I give it to 10 children. We have bosom. Bosom is a wonderful one. For example, in Ireland, if you type breast, it changes to bosom. So bosom, people will understand bosom, and bosom is not actually another word, right? Because bosom means a lot of things. Chest, yes, chest, as you can see. All right. Nipple, no. Nipple is an X-rated word. Bust, is an X-rated word. Mamila, front, okay. I could say something like in Kiruka or front yard, whatever, in the Nigerian context now. All right. What else can I check? Okay, let's say I want to write something like premature ejaculation. I could say something like shoots quickly, quick comma, Indomie man. Timaya say something about Indomie. So Indomie man, when you say Indomie man, Indomie not just me, it's Indomie done. When you say Indomie man, quick shooter, sharp shooter, whatever, you are still passing the same message across while still keeping your cool and not raising the filters, not raising the spam filters, not setting yourself up against enmity between you and the advert platforms like Facebook. Okay, so this is how to actually go around these things. I'll be teaching you across things you'll be needing to succeed in this business. So let me yank this off and continue. So let's go to our story. Let's go to our story. Good. Now let's continue. My John Thomas was nothing to write home about. Yes, I was a little man down there. Now, why you read? That's why you are still reading, right? Plus, I shoot in bed within the first 4 minutes. As a matter of fact, some people would, from my experience in selling a solution to this market, some persons shoot even before they go in. So it's a big problem that would always be there. Sometimes I even ejaculate during foreplay or with mere thoughts of being with a woman. So this is actually what people pass through. So for you after you are saying this thing, you're not actually lying. You are bringing to bear what problems people pass through. Using that to build your authorship, your expertship, and then selling your product. No crime with that. Sometimes I was that bad. Although I didn't particularly attach much importance to that at first, but it soon became a problem that constantly stole away my peace. Fast forward to my adulthood, when I started dating well-grown ladies, I began to notice something that slowly killed my confidence. Suddenly, it dawned on me that none of these ladies flocking around me could put up with a guy with small D, right? Let alone a guy that arouses the inner woman and leave them hanging halfway, no matter how handsome he looks. It started with Adanna. She was my first girl. It won't happen that Adanna came to spend a weekend with me following my persuasion. We did the needful at night, and when she woke up in the morning, she was very moody. Women doesn't want to be left hanging, as a matter of fact. Anyone you see say it doesn't matter, it matters. They're just trying to pretend. Those people that they pretend well. The women here, apologies. After several efforts to find out what went wrong, she told me that she had decided to stop having sex, but refused to say why. Just imagine. Well, I don't know. I didn't buy the idea, so she stopped coming. Soon, I would princess, and she agreed. We dated for 2 months without sex. The day we finally did it was the day our relationship flopped, crashed. She left my place and started ignoring my calls. When she managed to speak, she lied that she's giving her life to Christ. Confirmed that I'm a half man. What I did next was epic. Now, I've painted the problems I've had. Yeah, remember I told you 2 girlfriends left me. So I've just said that in the headline. I said that. So I've just proved that. What I did next was epic. The reason the next girl does not want to leave me till date. And that is what that man that is reading to this point wants to hear. Remember, he has subscribed to your list, so he's your customer. He's your ideal customer. Your funnel have, have sieved down the one that can pass, and maybe the other ones fell off. Yeah, it has to do with a dildo. Just read. Some months later, Neka came into my life. She was living alone, so I felt free to visit her home. I went there one evening and found a dildo hiding under her pillow. I was playing with the pillow when I fumbled at a massive dick-like dildo. Oh my God, what the heck? If I was to measure, that artificial thing could be 3 times bigger than my ick. I asked what on earth she needed a dildo for, and she denied being the owner, saying it belonged to her friend. I was so mad at her. Stories help you suck people in. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. Imagine the headline. It has to do with a dildo. You want to read? What on earth? How on earth with a dildo. I hope this guy is not trying to suggest a dildo for me. And then I hold your feet and I give you something, bam, that you want to listen to. She promised to do away with the dildo and continue dating me only on one condition, that I must allow her to keep another boyfriend. Imagine. Seriously, I didn't understand why she needed another boyfriend, and she refused to say anything further. But after dating a total of 5 girls who dumped me for no other reason than what I believe to be very my spot, and not being able to last long enough to make them orgasm, I decided to find a solution at all costs. But this was not to come until 2 years later, after having lavished my hard-earned money on several kinds of drugs that produce virtually no result. Now, I'm painting a picture of I've tried, I've been there. Definitely, anybody having those issues must have secretly gotten some drugs and it may not have worked. Yeah. So I'm painting a picture that I've been there. I was already about to give up on my attempts to get my dick bigger when I decided to share the problem with a friend called James. James is my savior. Who could have believed that someone I see almost on a daily basis knows the solution to such a problem that have been haunting me all along? But yes, James knew something I didn't know. When he told me the effectiveness of the device, which device, I thought it was going to be another avenue for wasting money, but I gave it a try nonetheless. And what happened next was a real miracle. It took just a little time to practically allow my dick to a new size, rocky, proud, 7 inches long, and comfortably thick, and the size I have always dreamt of. With a small issue out of the way, I'm now left with the problem of not being able to last more than 4 minutes in bed. Who do I run to? Why I was still being discouraged by the past wasting of money on trial and error, I made up my mind to keep trying. I took off this shame from my eyes and formed the habit of sharing my problems with anybody that looks like he has a solution. Remember, James' issue taught me a lesson. So it continued till about 3 months later. I remembered a friend of mine in school, now a doctor, who was fond of churning out articles back then on fertility issues. Most of his articles were published in international journals. He later traveled to Russia to specialize on fertility. He works there till date. Thanks to Facebook, I got hooked up with him and shared my predicament with him. Long story cut short, he ended up recommending a solution to me. Gosh, I've taken lots of similar stuff, I thought. But in all honesty, the recommendation he gave me this time was far, far different from what I've seen before. However, getting access to this very solution wasn't easy, since it's not made in Nigeria, but a foreign product. With his help, I ordered just 1 pack and got it in about 7 days via FedEx. Via FedEx to make it very difficult to buy, right? The result, awesome, sweet, wonderful. What baffled me about this very solution is not just that it helps you last up to 39 minutes the very first night you take it, it's in the revitalization function it does. Once you start applying it, it reviews your body system and you will not need to continue using it. So it did for me. I even didn't finish the pack I bought before I noticed a huge difference in my staying power, confidence, and stamina. Unlike other similar solutions out there, you do not have to continue taking it. Now, I did something in this paragraph. I killed other products, and that is what any good marketer does. You talk down on other products, to make way for your own, right? Just use it to correct your problem, and you can do your thing on your own. Now, I know you must be eager to see what these 2 solutions that work for me looks like. So you can probably see if you can use it on yourself, right? Okay. Click here to see the pictures, plus how you can get one for yourself by 3:40 p.m. tomorrow. Urgency, urgency, urgency. People want it as fast as they can. So when they click here, watch what happens. It takes them to the page where they continue reading, right? Let's see what happens at the end. How to get the same solution that worked for me and my friends. Great. Before the pictures as promised, let me tell you about something that really got me emotional. After my breakthrough, I sort of become an evangelist to this solution. I wasn't ashamed to share my testimony with anybody I could think of. In the process, I realized that more and more men suffer from this same issue that almost finished me. They keep quiet. They are not proud to share it. Yeah? As a result, more and more men got really interested in my solution. However, there was a problem. Importing them separately was freaking expensive. Few persons could afford it. No thanks to the high rising dollar rate. Yeah? No thanks to boo-boo. So, as the request grew, I reached an agreement with my doctor friend in Russia on a deal. Now, I'm trying to paint a picture of this product is not something you can actually just walk in and get, all right? Now, even if it's a product that, they think that's everywhere, this is what I say. Don't get me wrong. This is what every marketer does to make their product unique, okay? I tell them Well, you could see thousands of this product elsewhere, and you could see them selling at a very cheap price. But please, if you love your health, don't buy those. Those are fake ones they make in our backyards. All right, it is because they know that the product works, so they think they can bring in the fake and sell at a very cheap rate. Well, you can go for that, but then I take no responsibility for anything that happens to you. But if you don't want that to happen to you, you want to get access to this one that is specifically imported from the real manufacturers from Asia. Is that awesome to someone, please? Because some persons tell me, hey, I have this, people have this product too, and it will be very easy for people to, get it online and all that. But if you use this analogy, you kill that defense system, and they will do nothing else other than yours. Using that system, I've sold a product that you can easily see and buy for 3,000 naira in pharmacies. Sorry, for 5,000 naira in pharmacies. Product you can easily see over the counter of 5,000 naira. I sold them for 17,000 naira, and people buy them and they bless me and they thank me. And the good thing is this product works. It is marketing. All right. So, 2 cars, tires each. This one sells for 15 million. This one sells for 1.7 million. And this one can take it to Ibadan. And this one can even take it to Ibadan. But then there's a difference between eBay and eBay, as a matter of fact. Okay, let's continue. Let's ride on. Awesome. I'm actually dissecting this and showing you the things you can actually use in writing subsequent ones. You don't need to copy all these things. If you read this message, you know that it's a message I just sat on my own and I wrote. And I can write thousands of these. I can turn them out in a space of minutes. Because I just look for a story that I can connect with, an everyday story, right? Okay. The agreement was that if I can, few persons could, so as a request grew, I reached an agreement with my doctor friend in Russia on a deal. I'm putting a notion that this product is not difficult, it's not easy to get. It's not something I just walk in anywhere and get. So even if they can go and get that one, their mind will be, oh, that one could be fake, since he had to get it from Russia or whatever. The agreement was that if I can order in bulk, he will press on the company, the manufacturers, to go really low on the price. That way too, the cost of shipping will be somehow reduced. That was exactly what we did, and it worked. We were able to order 57 pieces. Trust my pals who have been waiting for some kind of favorable price. In just the first week, 27 of them got for themselves out of the 57. Urgency, scarcity, they are a good tool in marketing. I was marveled, and at the same time, fulfilled that I'm helping people escape the evil that almost saw my end. Remember, I'm now an evangelist of this product, right? While making efforts to notify more people about the solution, I got an inspiration to extend this help beyond my immediate environment. Hence, I paid some website developers to put up this website so that we can reach out more people. That worked. However, the only issue right now is that the hundreds of people hitting this site daily, we have to compete with the people around me on the remaining 30 slots. Urgency, scarcity, so that the person will take action immediately. With that said, here's what the 2 solutions look like, plus how you can grab your own slot today before the remaining 30 slots all fly away. Solution number 1, Big Dick Wonders. I like giving them a code name so that it makes a lot of sense. So if some slimming tea you are selling, you could say something like Fab Slimmer or Fabulous Slim, Easy Slim, Stressless Slim. Just a name that they can easily identify with. Then I put something here called the no side effects enlargement device used in US, UK, Canada, blah blah blah. I use device, but it's actually supposed to be a solution. All right, this is actually a spray or a cream. Yeah. So the price here is 95, and I also like putting something like normal price 28,000, but today price 95. It's a marketing technique and gimmick, and it works. It works because MTN will tell you recharge from now to tomorrow and get 10 times your balance, your recharge, your whatever, your recharge. Okay. Then solution number 2, last longer miracle. Remember, I did 2 things in this article. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Out of every 10 person who are buying, at least 5 of them or more than 5 are going for the boat, and that's more money for me. This other one is a premature ejaculation. I think it's something like extract, something you pour into something like a Coke and drink, and it works because on these products on AliExpress, the reviews are mind-blowing. People are praising it. I even saw some of our Nigerian brothers who have bought it, who are praising it. Thank you for this product. I'm now a man. Thank you. So that's one thing I look at before I use any of this product. There must be massive review, and the rating should be on point. Anything below 4.5 is a no-no for a health product. Please get that into your head and make it sink. Okay, remember I used to put today price or discount introductory price 13.5, normal price 28,000, right? I also put something like, I also like adding something like, well, after these 30 slots are gone, I don't know if we'll be able to get up to 57 pieces again to enjoy the discount. That means after this 37 plots, even if I must continue getting it, I should be getting anything less than 57. That means more price, and that means more price, more getting it at a costlier price for you. All right, you don't want that to happen to you. You want to take advantage of this introductory offer so that you can enjoy the discount. All right, so here's how to get it. So it's a simple thing here. It's always the same pattern. I use strictly cash on delivery here. If you want to add payment as well, you can add it as a second option. Okay, so long your address is easily traceable, you can send us your details and we can send it to you. Your name, your address, PO box, your phone numbers, which of the products you want, 1 or 2 or both. Once you receive this, you package that in you get it in 3 to 5 minutes, business days. All right, and then you use a pen name. It is allowed. You can use a pen name in selling these things. The truth is, imagine me telling the story, and then at the end of the story, you see something like Mr. Patrick Ogidi. You want to say, oh, this guy used to form Jackie Chan, carry his wife, his pretty wife, and be walking around this. That means that guy penis is very small. I mean, it's crazy. And it's not a sin. You have the right to use a pen name in writing a book. All right? Double Your Dating is owned by a badass internet marketer, Eben Pagan, but in Double Your Dating, he writes with a different name, and it's allowed. Even Amazon, the biggest bookshop in the world, allows that. So you are free to use a pen name, okay? And what I also advise is you don't use your phone number here, because Truecaller can open your yash. You don't want that to happen, right? Okay, so what you want is you go and get a number. It's 100 naira. Most phones are double SIM these days. Put down your number, use that to dedicate that to this particular your particular product you're selling, so that when they call you know that it is from this person. Don't intermix that with your. Okay, all right. So this is actually about funnel. Now this last page, which if I design for you, is always your site.com.ng/get.html. All right. If you go to your site slash it's always the other page. Now in the autoresponder, you wouldn't have to be advertising the first and the second page. You will not be advertising this last page. When you continue the story, you now say, well, this is exactly what helped me. You can grab it here. You now link them back to this page, so that anytime they come to this page, they see how to order, because they've read all the stories. They've done this together. Clear somebody? If it's yes on the chat box. Okay, Uchenwa will say I'm back. Thanks for NEPA. If it's clear, if you're getting it, if you're following, let me get a yes on the chat box there. Okay, now I'm going to invite you. I've just done dissecting the pages. If you have a question, please type it inside the chat box while I work on inviting this guy to maybe have a thing to say, a question to ask. Remember, it's a master class, so you just have to chill. Okay, so I'm going to invite Mr. Anthony right now. Mr. Anthony, you will see a link. You will see an email. Click on the link and you'll be onto. Make sure you have your on PC, your connection is fast, and then you have your connection is fast and you have your cam. All right, I've just invited you. Check your email, click on the link. If it's your first time using Google Hangouts, you might be required to enable some things. Yeah, you see something pop out on the top left corner of your screen. Just click on allow, and then you'll be there. I've just sent you an invite to your email. So check your email and you'll be here while I continue with the listen. I'll be waiting for you. When you come here, they'll start seeing you I'll start seeing you here, right? I'll start seeing you here. So I've just sent the invite right now. Okay, so Olivia, Uju, Henry, Fadila, we are following. I want you to kill this, right? I want you to kill this. It's easy, all right? But it's simple, but it's not easy, okay? Because it's done. If you follow the things I teach you today, you can do that. You can perfectly do that. As a matter of fact, I read chemistry in the university, ordinary chemistry, benzene and all these things. So I've not gone to computer school before. I'm not trying to boast. I'm not going to computer school. I learned these things on my own. Bought a laptop, bought a computer, and started pressing, and I learned it. Anybody can learn it. I don't even care the position where you are right now. I know a lot of these guys doing well that doesn't, that didn't even have, that don't even, their certificate, they don't have certificates. I mean, WAEC. Okay, so you can do it. You can do it. It pains my heart anytime anybody says, give me reasons that they can't do this. I mean, you can do more than me. You can do anything. You see, with the internet, there's no limit to the amount of money you can earn, and you can easily scale up. Imagine you have your funnel running, and you are running an ad, let's say on Punch, and that ad is bringing you 10 sales every day or 5 sales every day. I mean, the only thing you need to increase that is to increase the number of places you are running your ad. Now you're on Punch. What if you go on The Nation, The Sun, and this, and blow your ad there? The same site is online. It's getting those things. It's getting people. It's taking care of them. 1,000 person, 20,000 person can be on the same site at the same time, and they won't even know that there are other people on the side with them. So that is the leverage the internet gives us, and it is something you have to take advantage of. All right. Okay, so right now, I've just dissected how the funnel thing works. Now I would explain how you can edit your funnel. Edit your funnel, as in how you can edit anything in this same site. That site I've delivered to you. How you can edit that. In the email I sent you, there's something I call the C panel. In the C panel, I gave a long link, one, and then I also gave your username and your password. They are very important. You have to keep them safe and secure. All right, you have to keep them safe. If anybody gets access to that, they can delete your site, or they can do shit with your site, or hijack your site, even though I can help you get that back. But then you don't want that to happen to you. Okay. Yeah, it's like the Anthony is not around, she's not coming, so but it's fine. If you are interested in joining here, I think we can take up to 9 other persons. If you're interested in joining, maybe coming live on video, asking questions, you have your computer, a good internet, and your cam, you can drop your email there, and I will send you an invite. Or there's no point, let me just give you a link. Let me drop a link there. There's no point sending you an invite. Let me drop a link so that you can, sorry, so you can click on the link, and you can, before you click on the link and join, please don't mess this up. I have to say this again. Don't mess this up. Make sure you have your cam and your internet is fast. All right. So I've just dropped the link in the chat box. Make sure you have your cam and your internet is fast. When you click on the link on a Chrome, on a Chrome browser, preferably, click on the link on the Chrome browser. It will override your webinar. Don't worry. It will give you I pop out something. Allow. Once you allow it, join, and then you will be onto this webinar and we'll be rocking. Okay. Okay, now let me share an example how you can edit your funnel. All right, now the first thing you need to do is to download what I call FileZilla. Okay, FileZilla is a software. FileZilla. I would put that in the chat box right now. I'll put that in the chat box right now. Sorry, on the video right now, so you see exactly what I mean. Okay, I've just shared something on the screen, and that's from a Google page. All right, from a Google page. What you have to do is to type in FileZilla, FileZilla, and once you type that in, you will see the first one here. All right, the first one here, the FileZilla client. Click on it. So once you're done clicking on it, you'll see the green button to download the software. This is what the software looks like. It's a free software. It is a free software. So when you're done downloading it, in an exe file, when you are done downloading it, it comes up as something like this. Let me show you what it will look like. This is what it will look like. Sorry. Sorry, this is what it is going to look like. Where is my FileZilla? Okay, let me yank it off. Let me put it up again. It's not FileZilla. Okay, good. This is, oh, okay, yeah, I think I have it now. This is what it looks like. Okay, so is a software is sorry is a software, desktop software. It can't work on your phone. It's a desktop software. All right. What you need basically to log into the site I created for you is to listen. Nkechi, you messed up your site the other day because you were trying to install WordPress to install your web form. You don't need that. I will show you how to install your web form right now. It's easy. As a matter of fact, I'll also send a video at the end of this event. I've done a video which you can watch a video on how to install your edit your site, add an autoresponder code, edit whatever you want to edit on your site, and boom, have it running immediately without anything. But this is a desktop application, not a phone application. It doesn't work on phone. All right. Now, you put in the first box here. You have your site already. You have the software launched. The first box here, you put in the domain name. Here, the domain name is my domain name here is 234leak.com without www, without http. Just put it the domain name.com or .com.ng. All right. Your own is whatever.com.ng. Put it there. Your domain name without the www. All right. Now, when you put in it there, under the username, put in the cPanel username I gave you. In my case, is leak234. All right. And then in the password, put in the password I created for you. If you've not changed that, you put that here. What do you call it? Password. What my password again? Let me see if I can remember. Yeah, I've just put in my password. As you can see, it's hidden. So you click on Quick Connect. When you click on Quick Connect, watch here and here. If it connects, something will pop out here. If it's wrong, nothing will pop out to tell you to show some rest. And now it has connected. So that is why something has popped out here. All right. That is why you can see all these things here. Let me enlarge this so you see. Good. Now, this is your server inside your website, right? You do not need to go any other place there apart from the places I'm only sending you, I'm showing you. If you go any other place and mess things up and delete your site, you're going to pay me 150,000 naira to write another one for you. I'm not joking. I'm making some sense there, and I'm very serious about that. So the only place you need to go here is the public HTML, not public FTP. Public HTML. Public what? HTML. All right. You double click on it, double click on the public HTML, and it will further open again. All right. Now, those three files you see there, 2.html, get.html, index.html, are your website. Anything index.html is what you get if you go to your site.com or .com.ng or your site.com without any slash. Anything you name index.html stays at your home page. Then anything you name any other name, you access it by going to your site.com/.ng/ thing. For example, like /get.html or /2.html. Is somebody getting what I'm saying here? Am I making sense? Good. Good. I'm making sense. Wonderful. All right. So that's wonderful. Let me continue. Okay. So now, the easiest way to edit these things, you can edit these things. There are two ways to edit it. Sorry, you have to also have a Microsoft page 2003. Microsoft from page 2003. You can buy a village or anywhere, install it on your PC, or if you don't want to go buy and you have some mega, then you can go to this link. I have a link where you can download that. I'm dropping that at the chat box. I'm dropping that at the chat box for you. I'll drop a video that further explains this process. I've done a video already. You can go to I've just dropped in. Okay, www. You don't understand. You understand. Don't understand there. Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I'll run through it again. Remember, I've done a video for that. Huh? Let me see if I can even play the video for you so you see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm trying to play the video now. Let me play the video. I think the video will explain that better. Sorry. The video will explain that better. This one, the video is taking time to load, but it's fine. Let's see. If it doesn't load, then I'll give you a link still. Okay. This video shows you how to edit. Can you hear the? Can you hear the? Virtually every. Sorry, can you hear the voice? If you can hear the voice, let me know at the chat box. If you can hear the volume of the video, let me know at the chat box. Can you hear the volume of the video at the chat box? All right. Volume of the video. Want to add something? Like good. Faisala downloaded. Wonderful. Can you hear the volume of the video? Wonderful. Okay. Let me enlarge it so you can you can. And by extension, every other HTML. Oh, this thing is not even clear. First, you would need few things, two things. It's not even clear. Let me see if I can do something fast for designing and editing, and then the other one is FileZilla building your HTML. Right? Microsoft front page. You can buy them for 300 naira or thereabout at Computer Village or anywhere they sell, computer accessories and computer stuffs. Okay. And hold on, I have the video already on my desktop, so let me play from my desktop so it doesn't any other one. Okay. Now, but if you're online and you want to download, I've also made it available for you here to download for free. Simply go to the link on the shown on your screen right now and download them, unzip it, install it. Once you finish installing it, to ask for the key. The key I've also made available here for you, free of charge. Okay. A moment while I download the video and then play. Right? I don't know what's wrong. Okay, while I wait for the video to download, my download manager is messing up, but it's fine. Okay, it's fine. What I'm actually saying is you have to download. I'll put in the download link to the Microsoft Word in the chat box, right? bit.ly/msfpg 2003. You download it and you install it. You need to have the FileZilla and the Microsoft Word 2003 installed on your PC. PC, not phone. PC, not phone. All right, PC, not phone. So I'm going to, sorry, it's still downloading. It's still downloading. Let's download. I'll play it. And I also send you the link. I might even just forget about it and send you the link. Okay, this video created for you, and virtually every page is. It's all right. It's downloading more than 50%. So let's wait. Okay, I'm assuming you've downloaded the FileZilla, which is a free tool, and then the Microsoft Front Page, which is also a free tool, and then you have installed both of them. And if you've done everything correctly, you log into your site, into your hosting, where I've actually created for you, because you get a username, a domain name, a username, and the password. All right, and I've showed you how you can log that in by simply putting your username, sorry, your domain name here. If your domain name is abc.com.ng, or if your domain name is cureyz.info, you put that here. Then you put your cPanel username here. You put your cPanel password. You click on Quick Connect. Now let me connect again and see and show you exactly what I mean. When you click on Quick Connect, you see how it's connected. If everything works fine to connect, once it connects and says okay, it pops out this here. It will pop out something here right now. So just watch. Keep coming. Connection is being stupid. So I've given you the two links. Okay, yeah. It pops out this thing. Then don't go anywhere. Don't go and delete anything. Don't go to cPanel. Don't go to anywhere. Go to public HTML. Public HTML. You double click on it to open where your sites those files you see on your site front end. This is where inside here is where we put them in. All right. And as you can see, they're already in Microsoft Word form. So your own might be in Chrome or FileZilla from whatever, but just note that if Microsoft Front Page is your default application to open HTML pages, you see like this. If not, it will show whatever, like your browser sign or whatever. So whatever it is, there are two ways to edit these things here. One of them is to first of all let me delete. One of them is to, first of all, so one of them is to drag these things, to drag these files to your desktop, right? If you click and hold on this now, you can drag it out. Look at what I'm doing. I've just, look at it. I've just clicked and you can drag it to your desktop. You might not be able to see my desktop, but I've just dragged it onto my desktop now. And the same way I can drag all of them to my desktop. All right. And once I drag them, once I'm done dragging them to my desktop, I can then edit them. I can open them and edit them. I can open them and edit them, and then, oh my God, I have to show you. I need to show you how this is done. I need to show you how this is done. Just hold on. I will. The file is almost downloaded, so I play it. Yeah, it's downloaded now. Good. I'm going to let me put it on here and show you.
Shows you how to edit
exactly
those pages created for you, and virtually every page designed on HTML. Any page you design on HTML, this video shows you exactly how to edit. Not necessarily need the services of a web designer to edit it. All right, you maybe want to update your phone number, you want to add something, you don't like the headline. Okay, this video shows you how to edit those pages we created for you, and virtually every page designed on HTML. Any page you design on HTML, this video shows you.
Can you hear it? It's actually playing, but I'm coming. It's not doing exactly what I asked it to do. Good. Good. So I'm going to play it now so you see how it works. Let me know if you can hear the volume.
This video shows you how to.
It's actually playing. Can you hear it?
Virtually every page designed on HTML. Any page you design on HTML, this video shows you exactly.
Can you hear it? Can you hear the volume, the voice?
Services of a web designer to edit it. All right. You maybe want to update your phone number.
Can you hear the voice? Wonderful. Wonderful. You can hear it. I'm happy. So let's listen to that video. You see how it is
and by extension
how it is
okay,
spelled out there.
You would need two things basically. One is a Microsoft front page for designing and editing, and then the other one is file.
Don't worry, before 10, I will make sure we'll close before 10.
Page,
so you go and rest and prepare for work tomorrow.
For 300 naira or thereabout at Computer Village or anywhere they sell computer accessories and computer stuffs. Okay, and if you're buying, make sure it is 2003 Microsoft from 2003, and any other one will not work. Okay. Now, but if you're online and you want to download, I've also made it available for you here to download for free. Simply go to the link on the screen on your screen right now and download them, unzip it. Installation ask for the key out here for you free of charge. Okay.
be able to hear that now. Can you hear that now?
The email I sent you, you would find.
I lost access to my internet connection flopped a bit the other time.
It is in the email. Read through the email and tell me you didn't see any. Read through the email there.
Okay, I want to listen on my own.
Must be this. Everybody should have a separate username, separate domain name, and separate password. Okay. Just put in my password. Okay. And click on quick connect. Those three things are all you need to put in. Everything works out very well. You see it connect. Right? Good. I think there's a password here. Let me try this other one. Let's see again. I see. Yeah, as you can see, it shows success. You see your site show up here. All right. You see your site show up here. Okay. You see a whole lot of things which you do not need. And please do not delete any of them. The only thing and the only place you need to go to is on this click on it. So click on it. You wait. Let's see what happens. Now it has opened. Now this is what I have on my eyes on my site, right? Index is the home page. That is the site you go to when you visit your direct site. Something like you go to patrickobili.com. Index is what
yes, the front page has a key. In that link I gave you, the key is also included. All right, the key is in because the link you download is in
and then the get.
What do you call it? It's in a zip folder, and then inside it is a notepad that contains it. So you have the key as well.
You choose Alt, Control A, Control, press index, get, 2, all right. Let me sorry, this shouldn't be happening. Okay, let me bring this to desktop. Close this. Okay, it's either of these things after, sorry, I choose 1, 2, 3. Either I drag them. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's not working out. So what I will do is, when I drag them one by one, you put the cursor here, put the right button, drag it. As you can see that it has something on it. So if I drop it here, it will land on my desktop. See, it's on my desktop index. Okay, so this is it, index. Okay, now let me go do the second one. Get, drag it there. Okay, it has landed as well. Then 2, drag it there. So I have all the 3 files on my desktop. Right now, what I would do here is to open them one after the other and edit. All right, as you can see, I just clicked on it and it opened on Microsoft front page. Right now, I have files on my desktop. Right, and now what yours is not shown like this. Maybe shown as Mozilla or as Chrome. Something could be responsible for it. What you need to do in that case is right click on it, choose go to open with, and then go here and choose Microsoft front page, right? And it the logo here, or the image showing here will not be that of the Microsoft front page. Okay. Now what we'll have to do is edit. Let's say I want to edit. I click open on Microsoft front page. As you can see, it's opening. Yeah, it has opened. Now I can edit whatever I want to edit. How I can say see how or discover how. All right, just normal typing. Okay, you can do whatever you want to do. You can come here and change whatever you want to change. You can come here and put whatever you want to put. Okay, for the squeeze page. Okay, for the squeeze page, pay rapt attention here. You can
you hear it? Is it clear enough?
Where you put in the squeeze page. Okay, let's say you have the code, for example. Let me get my own code and show you how to put in the squeeze page code and make it show here. All right, let me just go over to one of my autoresponder accounts. Let me see. autoresponder. No. Okay. Let's see. Good. So let me log in. Don't mind that. Don't mind those. I was only trying to log into my password manager. Okay. Okay, good. This is one of my autoresponder accounts to autoresponder. Each autoresponder has separate ways and how the interface appear. So it's up to you to go through their tutorial, see how to deploy that in your own case. Okay, and basically it's about creating a campaign. Some call it autoresponders, some call it campaigns, some call it lists. Okay, like in mine, it's called autoresponders. Okay, and I use a self-hosted autoresponder, and if you need that and you go year free hosting, that means you don't have to be paying every year for hosting or whatever. You can get that. I'll install the software for it. Software costs about $600, and then I'll install a hosting for you. Hosting that should be more than 150,000 naira. But then all these things, I do that for you for about 185,000 naira. That means for a whole year you won't have to pay for for the hosting. It's a self-hosted. You can host any amount of email, send any number of email you want to send. You're not restrained like you are restrained in a Weber or in Get Response or in those autoresponders. This is, you're in charge. You're fully in charge. You can host as many emails as you want without having to bother your head. How much you pay at the end of the month or something, or so this is basically it. But then the point here is to show you how this is done. So let me create an autoresponder. Create one. Okay, let me just create one. Now you have to use the let me just call it testing. Okay. Now you have to use the thank you page. You have to use the second page as a thank you page. That is the page that that you access by going to www.yoursite.com/2.html. In the case of the Evergreen to Profit Mastermind, that members of the Evergreen to Profit Masterclass, all right, each of your second pages have the if your site is abc.com, go to abc.com/2.html, go to your second page. So that's exactly what we use here. So in my case, I'm going to use leak.com/2.html. All right, so that when after they subscribe, they get straight to my autoresponder. So that's exactly what I'm actually showing here. So I save this. Okay, I save it. Your autoresponder, depending on the one you're using, should have a different interface and way to go around it. But at the end of the day, all you need to do is to create a campaign or autoresponder or list. I don't know what they call it in your case, and then create a web form. All right, this is the one I just created now, and I already have 30 emails lined in here. So you have to click through and line up the 5 emails I sent to you. Okay. Now for the web form, we'll come back here and click on this. This is my web form. Okay, let me edit this and call it testing as well. Then go to custom pages.
Okay, so I will have to yank out
page they go to when they subscribe.
Okay, everybody's talking about getting the link, so no problem. Let me yank out the video. Let me take off the video. I will not show you how to go do all that. Then there's no point because I've already dealt with that in the video. Okay, I've already done that in the video, so there's no point telling you anything that's in the video already. So I'll have to send out the video link towards the end of the event, so you can get it and then you can watch it on YouTube. You can download it if you want. Okay, so that's it. I will do that right now. So what else do I talk about tonight? I want to close by 10 o'clock. So you can have some rest and prepare for tomorrow. Oh, we've talked about funneling. Talked about next will be marketing the funnel, then autoresponder. Then let me just talk about autoresponders. Okay. Now I wrote 5 messages, or I'll be writing 5 messages for you if you've not gotten yours. I wrote 5 messages for you, but it shouldn't stop at that. That 5 messages serve as a format for you to write other messages. As a matter of fact, load as many messages as you can. If you can load up to 20, fine. Just follow the same format. Look for everyday stories that are believing, you know, find a way to coin them around and find a way to put in your marketing message and then the link to the other page of your funnel. Okay, it's very, 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 very important. It's very, 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 very important. So, yeah, and for persons, I recommended Mail Munch, but I later found out that Mail Munch is mostly for, it might be difficult for persons, you know, for using it in this our case. But Mail Munch is mostly for bloggers, and I don't want us to have any much issues in trying to fix these things up. So what I advise you to do is I checked out for another autoresponder. I call they call it sendpulse.com. I'll put that in the chat box now. Sendpulse.com. Sendpulse.com. Right? It's a fairly new autoresponder. As a matter of fact, you can use 2,500 contacts for life. You only start paying when one is more than 2,500 contacts. Okay, sendpulse.com. I just put in the link on the chat box now. Then nothing you also need to note. Okay, now for guys that have been asking me about the kind of autoresponder I use and why I don't use any of this monthly paid autoresponder. I use a self-hosted autoresponder. The reason I do that is because I have huge lists, one, and I needed something I would have 100% control of, right? Now I have over 200,000 contacts on my autoresponder, but I pay just for hosting. I bought the software, I pay for hosting, I pay for installation. It was installed once, so I just have to pay for hosting once in a month. And what I pay once in a month is just $27. Imagine if I'm to have that 200,000 autoresponder contacts in GetResponse or Aweber, I'll be paying up to $2,000 every month. I don't even have that kind of money. So because I know my way around, I have to install my own auto. I bought the software for $600 something. I have to install the autoresponder, and then I pay just $23 for hosting. There's a particular type of hosting for autoresponders. All right. If you don't know your way around, some companies will charge you $500 for hosting or email autoresponders for a month. But I know my way around, so I pay just $27 or thereabout, $27 every month to send unlimited emails and host unlimited emails. If I'm to host that 200,000 with any of these paid autoresponder accounts, I will be paying through my nose. I don't have that kind of money, and even if I have it, I should channel it to something else. Remember, there are Munas and there are Chimamandas and there are Jennies to take care of. So, and then for some person to be asking me, how can they get such an autoresponder? If you want to have such an autoresponder, I can install it for you. The software is worth over $699. All right, I provide you the software, I provide installation. Installation costs about $97, and then you buy just the hosting, $23 every month. All right, and if you want to download this, go to Aweber or GetResponse and look for the amount $23 can get for you. I think it should be about 5,000 mails. 5,000 mails, yeah. But here you can host up to 1 million mails. You can host as many as you want. I just install it for you, and you can host and send unlimited emails. The software, you just pay hosting $23 per month. $23 per month. There is even $16. Maybe when you start at least reach up to 200,000, you can then upgrade. Okay. So if you are interested in that, we can do that for you for everything. If you want to charge everything the way it should be about up to 300 something thousand naira. But because I have the software already, I just provide the hosting. I give you the hosting link. You provide the hosting with your card. You pay with your ATM card or PayPal, and then I will do the installation. I use my in-house installer. We charge about 150,000 naira for that. But if you're interested, fine. If you're not interested, just sign up with the SendPulse or whichever one you're using and continue using them. It's also very, very fine. I'm just saying this, you know, for people that have been asking me how they can go about get that. All right. I hope you can still hear me, or am I not talking to myself? I don't want to believe so. Okay, that's about autoresponders. And then what else? Let me see what we have for today. Okay, now next time I'll be talking about marketing the funnel. Okay, I'll be talking about more products you can import. Marketing the funnel, because if you design a nicely done funnel that is not marketed, it's more like you have designed nothing. All right, it's more like, yeah, wait, I'll wait, I'll send it at the last minute of the once it's 10 o'clock, I'll send the link. Right, I'll send the link to watch the video. Okay, then marketing the funnel, more products you can get and sell and build more funnels on. That's what I'll be talking about next. Hopefully this week we just entered, I'll be doing another webinar again. I'll send you an email as well, and then the webinars are always, I'll make it available. The replays, it won't be expiring. As a matter of fact, I will just, anytime you click on the replay, you will always come back and watch the webinar. All right. So that's it. What else for today? I think we'll be able to dissect everything a funnel should be, what you need to know about funnels, why you need to build funnels, why you should choose funnels over certain other strategies, why there are products you need to build funnels or to make maximum profits, and then how you can basically do this yourself. You can do this. Go out there and do that. Send pause is opening here. I don't know why it's not opening for you. Complain about that at that time. Send pause. That's the spelling. Put it in Google. Put send pause in Google. Then when Google goes, they click through there and see if your internet connection is blocking it or something. But just click through and see. It's opening here. I've just opened it now. I can even share I can even share it with you. All right, I've just opened it. Send pause is opening here. If it's not opening for you, it's strictly a case, an individual case, right? This is send pause. It's opening here. As you can see on the screen, there's no issue with that. I just click on that now, and it's opened without issues. Okay, so send pause is opening here. I don't know why it's not opening for you. Okay, now if you have any question, you can ask me before we round up while I fetch the link to the the video I promised. Pass yourself. Do we have any question in the house before I call it a night? Do we? Any question? Yeah, Kenneth said it's opening for him. Samples Uche Wagu is thanking me probably because it's opening. Kechi Anyele. That sounds Igbo, Imo, and Abia. It's okay. All right. If you have any question, you can ask me on anything we've talked about today. So let me fetch the link so that you can check it out. Okay. In case people will be watching the replay, the link should be on bit.ly. All right, don't worry. Let me get the link. I'll put the link on the screen so that you can actually watch. You can actually check it out. I want to call it what do I call it now? E to P 101. Oh no. Good. I think I have it. So I will put it in something you can see on the screen right now. So here we go. No, the do pass yourself. Okay, I think I'm bringing it on now. Can you see it yet? Can you see it yet? Can you see it yet? Yeah, that's it there. Go to that link. Go to that link. Go to that link and you'll be fine. Can we see the link on our screens? Yes, I'll be talking about that. I'll be talking about that probably in the next training. And our next training, by the grace of God, should happen on Wednesday. By the grace of God, I'll be Wednesday. You know, our training should be happening on Wednesday by the grace of God. All right. Abel said, Mr. Pa, please do advise. I get some pause instead of the expensive get response. Wouldn't mind more cost-effective method. Well, do advise I get some pause. Well, okay, this is what I advise you, like an elder brother. The truth is, those established scalable, they have more features more than this. Sample is just relatively new in the market, but use get response. Use get response. Use get response. Daniel Oyerinde says, I will ask my question privately. That's fine. Send it to my mail. Uchewa will say packing and delivery. Yes, I'll be talking about that in the next listing. Marketing and delivery. Marketing and delivery. That's what I'll be talking about in our next training. Anthony said, I'm missing out on the video call. My network is terrible. I still have lots of questions. Yeah, ask your question. I'm here. Ask your question. Now, what you have to the screen you see on your the link you see on your screen is where you can go and download the video. You know, it's a YouTube video. Sorry, it's not even download. Okay, watch YouTube video. Let me see if I can add a link to download it, right? Let me add a link to download it. If you go to savefrom.net, savefrom, SAVEN.net, and then link, when it opens a YouTube link, copy the link and come back here to savefrom.com. I'm not showing that on the screen. Go back to savefrom.com. There should be a box that looks like where you type in your search words. When you're searching on Google, you see something there. You know, paste the link there. It must be the YouTube link, not this j.mp. Visit the j.mp. It opens a YouTube link. Copy the YouTube link from your browser. Go to savefrom.net. Paste it inside the box. Wait for it to load. It will pop out the video and give you the link to download. You see the green download. Download MP4 something. Just click on download and your video will download to your system. That's how to download YouTube videos. If you're an e-commerce tycoonist, I think I explained that in the second video in the membership area. So that's it. If you have questions, feel free to ask me. I'm here. Somebody says, sir, can you send us the link to that video you are trying to play? I've just sent it. That's what you see on your screen. Can't you see your screen? I've sent it. That's what you can see on your screen now. Okay, let me see drop it on this chat box here. Let me see drop it there. This is the link the video. Right? So the link to the video is right on the chat box right now. Yeah. So success, I've just sent that. Fadila, are you female? I don't know. Are you a male or a female? You said, I hope we are still going to talk about using the simple audience software. God bless you. We downloaded to reduce ad spend. Yes, that will come in the marketing. So that should come in the next training. I wish I can talk about the marketing and the packaging. But I'll start from the marketing, right? Yes. Okay, you can see it. Yeah, Fadila, I was talking about that, how to use simple audience. That software is massive. I will tell you what you can do with that software. It's sweet. As a matter of fact, it's okay, female. Wonderful. That's good. Thank you. All right. Yes, Fadila, remind me in case if I forget on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about that. 8 o'clock, we're starting by 8 o'clock. It's going to last for 2 hours, so I'll be taking you off. This video is also very downloadable. This training is also downloadable. If you need a download link, email me. I'll send you a download link later. You can download it so that you can watch it later on. I mean, the video of the webinar. Okay. So that's it. That's it. If you have more questions, let me know. Let me have that. Yeah, I know. Fadila, you said you're a female. That's good. That is good. If I have more questions, let me have them. If you don't have more questions, let me end this and go and play with my kids. All right. Let me go and play with them. If you have more questions, let me have them. If you don't have, let me go. Any more question? How do I open an email account with my domain name? Okay, Oyerinde, I will do a video and send you. I'll do a video and send. I think I have a video like that, but I will do a video and send. But you're only allowed to open one email. So you can do something like info@yourdomainname.com and choose a password. I'll do a video and send. Now I'll do a short video. Email me and I'll send it. If you need that as well, email me. You only can open one email, so don't be tempted. And you can't use it to send unlimited emails. You can't use it to send multiple emails just for your official purpose, right? So if you want that, I'll do a video. Email me and I'll do that to you. All right. Then Albert says, Albert, I see the enthusiasm in you. I just hope it continues till you start raking in the millions, right? What is the best time to send ultra messages? Go. That's a wonderful question. We are Nigerians, so make sure you are set. Your account is set to Nigerian time, Lagos, right? Then I set my autoresponder to go out by 5:30 in the morning. That's autoresponder message. But if it's broadcast, I send a lot of broadcasts when it don't enter my head. So I send one by 5 in the morning, and I send another one by 3:30 in the afternoon. So that when you are going home, if you're on the bus, you are reading my mail. If you are home, you can also read my mail. So 5:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the afternoon. But that's for broadcast. But for follow-up messages, 5:30 in the morning is just fine. So that's the best for me. That's what worked for me. Since I've been selling the international market, that's actually what I've been doing and been using. Right? Uche Wago says, send it to me too. Yeah, you have to email me. You have to email me and request for that specifically. Don't make your message so broad. Don't make me ask you which video. Just tell me a video to create, how to create email. I'm going to be sending that to you as well. Right? Is it right? Don't beg for it. Nkechinyere Anyele says, any tips on how I can create more AR messages? How you can write or create? How to create? I created 5 for you, and that's for a reason. Read them, study them, model them, create more. That's all. And what is your niche now? Yours, I think, okay, your niche is something on, I don't know. Okay, let's say your niche is something on this hidden USB camera that you can plug on a wall and you can record what's happening in the room that people can use to catch their house helps that are dealing with their children. All right. If you want to write, I can say something like, I can just write a mail like, now let me tell you something. I have to drop a course on writing email. Your mail doesn't really need to sound like an email. Your mail can come from any angle, and then you find an angle and link it to your product. All right. For example, I'm actually writing an email right now. I wanted to send before the training. I wanted to send out to my other list, and it's actually what happened in the church today. Now that mail, I can model that mail to sell anything, but I want you to send them to any of this my import website. But let me tell you what is in the mail. I was in a church today. A friend of mine did his child dedication, right? So we're waiting. They were doing some photo session. We're just waiting for them to do our own because they are my marriage sponsors. So we're just sitting by the side in the church. And then the Reverend Father, every Sunday, every Sunday after Mass, he shared, after service, we call our own Mass. Yeah, Mass. After Mass, he shares sweets to kids. They lined up and they shared them kids. But then after sharing sweets to the kids, I noticed that adults lined up and they were getting something. I was wondering, what is actually that thing they are getting? And it happened that it was this. All right. it happened that it was this. Let me put my camera on. It happened that it was this that they were sharing. All right, very funny. It was this that they were sharing. Good. Father had cartons of it and it was sharing. And I was wondering, this is a medication I buy sometimes. They recommend for me in the hospital. I buy from what the Health Plus and stuff. I buy this all the time. It's a blood tonic, right? It's ferroglobin, B12, you know, vitabiotics. Now I was wondering, this thing it's like 2,000 something. How could Father buy cartons of it and be sharing? I mean, I thought you were supposed to be taking care of this priest. What's he not doing? I reluctantly, I wouldn't go to take that kind of a thing. I sent my sister-in-law, my small sister-in-law that was with us, to go and get it. She went there and got it, and I was just wondering, I was just looking at it. Why could Father be sharing this stuff? I looked at the bottom, I saw best before March 2018. I said, no wonder. Now, I started thinking of a lot of things. Maybe a marketer, a shop owner, somebody that owns a lot of shops or something, somebody that sells it, has it in stock, and it's nearing expiry, right? Now, he now came to send it. Now, this something has expired. And the English reads best before. That means it has even expired as of today. This is March 4th. It has expired as of today. He said best before. That means February 29th, it has expired. You might come to tell me that's very something. But the truth is, judging from what they've written here, it has expired. Now, I'm not asking. This guy didn't break this thing last month because he knows it will definitely expire. And he's not selling them. He didn't bring it in January. He didn't bring it in December, and he's bringing it now. So why should I get this? And I was wondering, I think this guy he didn't give this thing because he actually wants to give it. He gave it because it is expiring or it is expired. So for me, that's not actually real. That's not actually giving. And if God is to accept giving, if God is to bless you for giving, this guy shouldn't get a blessing. I mean, the guy that gave it to the priest. And I was wondering that in my head. I said, well, I have to write an email with that. So I came up with an email. And I'm actually writing the email. The email is in my notepad. I can even share the email with you if you care. I can share the mail with you. If you want me to share the mail on the screen and we'll go around and we'll dissect it. Let me just hear that on the chat box. Should I go ahead and share the email? I'm getting nothing, so nobody wants to hear this email. Nobody wants to see if okay, yeah, share it. I'm sharing it now. Don't worry. I'll share it. Oliver Twisters. Okay. Oh. Good. Now let me share it. It's in my notepad. Fuck, this is not it. This is not it. This is not it. This is not it. Okay, let me do something else. It's giving me issues. So let me point here. Sorry. Notepad not showing. Okay, I'll find a way. I must share it. Okay, good. I think I'm good to go. Let me share it now. I'll share it and I will tell you how I can use that same email to sell anything I want to sell in this world. I can get to a point and find a hook and link it to anything I want to sell. Any goddamn thing. You just mention your product and I will show you how I can link that with what I want to sell, right? Now this is it. Okay, now this is the subject I want to give the mail. I've not really concluded. I said, will this man go to hell? Now, when you see a mail with that subject, you want to open it fast and read it. First, the subject must captivate you to make the person open it, even if it's reluctantly, and then read the message and get hooked and buy your product. Now, let's see. Do you know CCHS Omoli? I would have easily said Catholic Church of the Holy Spirit. That's what it means. But I said, do you know CCHS Omoli? To stir up curiosity in you. Do you know CCHS Omoli? Well, Catholic Church of the Holy Spirit Omoli. And I gave you the meaning of the, Reverend Father Michael Oguni is the parish priest. He's the same priest that wedded Jenny and I in 2014. Now, this is something. You might know the church, you might know Gumbi, and then you start believing this guy is not actually both. He's actually a real human being. He's sharing something I think I know. Even if you don't know, you must have heard somebody say, oh, I'm going to that church. I want to go and wear that church. So If you sign, so the connection will always be there. It will be very easy for you. Now, he's the same priest that wedded me and I in 2014, which is true. I love him, not necessarily because of the nuptials, not because of the weddings, nor the sweets he shared to children days that always get Mona wanting to be in church first. But his jovial nature and the way he carries everyone along. However, today, something happened. Immediately after the mass, he shared the sweets. Then he was seen sharing something else, a red and white pack. I could put the picture here. I love pictures. You know, they say pictures speak 1,000 words. Looks like a blood tonic, and yes, it was. This time, adults were rushing, lining up and getting a share. While waiting for my friend who did his baby dedication to conclude the photo session, I was curious. I know I've not finished writing it, so I was curious. I could continue. I was curious. Why could this man be sharing this? Well, I'm not the kind of person that loves standing and getting this kind of, so I sent my sister-in-law. She brought it, and I was still looking at this blood tonic and wondering why he could be sharing this. And then my eye went towards the expiry dates, and I was wondering. No wonder this could be the reason. But then the blame is not on this man. The blame is on this guy. Why could this guy, who must have given this man these cartons of things to share, bring it this time? Why didn't he bring it 2 weeks to the time or 3 weeks to the time? Is he actually doing this because he wants to help out, or he thinks he wants to give this out because he has no other choice? Well, I don't want to be a judge here, but in my humble opinion, people like your opinion no matter what. I think if God is to pay back anything, anybody, any giver, this guy doesn't deserve anything from him. I don't want to be a judge, but that's actually what I think. That's the truth. If there's a way to extend the this man wouldn't have brought to the church. He's bringing this, and the funny thing is having expired. Forget he might come to tell us, no, I did this, blah blah blah, and that month and all that. But the truth is, this guy didn't really give us. Anyway, talk about this guy. A lot of people are like that. They do not want to give you. Then why wait for somebody to give you something? If you value anything, why not go make the money yourself? In that case, there's actually people make this money. That is the business I talked about in this link. And Car Washer, a blah blah blah, use this same strategy in this link to make money for enough, to make extra amount of this. If you are not tired of people shoving down your throat what they reject, you actually want something that you actually deserve, then go make it. Follow this link. Boom. And I'm using this now to sell. I'm using it to sell. I've used it to sell mini possession or any money or business opportunity. All right. Now let's say, for example, you are selling something in security, that USB, whatever. I come. Okay. By the time I come to I checked it and I saw an expiry date. Then I was wondering, is this really safe? Is this really safe for people? Must he give it to people? Because you think you're bringing it to the church and God will bless you and all that. You are not actually, it's not actually safe for people. But well, I think his own is even better. His safety is not the type that it's not like it will not deal a blow. You leave your house and go to work in the morning, and they will deal with your business. By the way, talk about security. Have you seen where a house help was maltreating and hitting a less than a year-old baby? Well, I don't want to argue that with you, but what stops you from finding out if there's anything really happening to your baby behind your back? Is it worth it? Is your baby worth finding that out? Well, there's a tool, there's a device that you can secretly plug. It's like a charger. You can plug it in your socket and it records everything that happens in your home. So that when you come back from work, you pull it out, put the memory card off it, put it on your phone, and watch in HD what has happened in your house. Well, or there might be no doubts, but this clear the doubts, assuming 20 a house help, or watch your house help, and save your baby, assuming your house help is of the devilish sect, which is the link to get this. I don't know if somebody's getting what I'm saying. So you can actually use the story, link it to anything, and now it doesn't take flesh and blood to do these things, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't take flesh and blood to do these things. Anything around me can be turned into a story. Anything. If you doubt me, tell me one thing that happened to you today. If you doubt me, tell me one thing that happened to you today. You know, and I would help you turn it into a story to sell whatever you sell. What thing happened? The story doesn't necessarily have to linger from the beginning of the story to the end of it. No. It's just a simple, get a simple thing and boom, push it into a story. Somebody says share the email, I've shared it. Answering calls in female's voice while promoting men's product. How about that, sir? Okay, you're not even following my email thing, but that's fine. Ankechi Angela, but I'll come to that question shortly. You can turn anything into a story. For you asking me how you can write more mails, this is how to write more mails. I have a lot of events that have happened in recent times. What's the name? This guy, Evans, the kidnapper. He said, well, Evans, the kidnapper, wants my head. That could be an email subject line. And then he talk about what the things Evans have done and how it's going for people with millions of dollars. You say, well, you don't have a millions of dollars, so you might not be Evans' target. What about your baby? What about if my baby is kidnapped? What about if my baby is maltreated in the house? Have you ever thought of this? Then you link whatever product you're selling. Boom, with a link, and you're selling them. Now, what happens here is people get sold with stories. When you tell them stories, they relax. They feel they're not salesy. Human beings by nature don't like those people that come to their face and start, boom, come and buy my product. If you don't buy my product, you will die. This is what, no. But when you make them understand and relax them and make it look like you're not pushing them to buy the product, you're actually giving them good reasons to buy, boom, they will buy your product effortlessly. So that's fine about email marketing. Now, somebody asked a question. Kechi said, how about answering calls in female voice while promoting men's product? How about that? Well, it might interest you to know that my staff that handles my sexuality product is a woman, is a girl. Lola is her name. Now, this is what he does. When you pick the call, you call it, you say you are a customer service. I promise. Somebody said, how can he do that? He's selling a female product and it's a guy's voice. You said, you tell the person, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. This is customer service from blah blah. This is you call the website name, whatever they are coming from. This is abc.com customer service. How may I help you today, sir? You know, they will now know they are dealing with a customer service. Now they will talk. What's that? You talk to MTN, you call the hospital, Women and Pixie, whatever. So it's a customer service. It doesn't. When you want to talk to the other person, you say, well, he has a regular job. You can send them an email and he'll reply you immediately. He has a regular job that takes his time. That's why he employed a customer service to handle the customers. So that's how to go around that. There's no two ways about it. That's what I've been doing since 2014, and has been working for me. I've sold stuff with ladies persona. I've sold stuff with male persona, and my customer service can, male or female, anybody can do it better. I assign it to that person. It don't have to be a woman for a man for a woman. So that's it, and that's how it goes. All right. I think I have to call it a night. I have to call it a night to 11 persons still viewing. What are we having? There's no question, so I have to call it a night. I would give you like this 10:27. So in 10:30, I will have more questions here. 10:30 will go. Should the first error message be on the 0? Okay, you asked question on this before. Sorry, I'm drinking my juice. All right. So the question, back to your question again. Now the first message should be 0, immediate. Some responders call it auto, call it immediate. Some call it instant. Some call it 0. What it means is once they subscribe, they get the email. Then the next one should come the next day, so they don't forget you. As a matter of fact, let it be a one-day difference. Today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, and all that, right? Now people say if I send too many emails, they might get mad and unsubscribe. Let me tell you one thing. Why haven't you subscribed from my own email? Ask yourself, why haven't you subscribed? Some persons, if I don't send mail for 1 month, they will call me. If I don't send mail for 1 month, they will call me. Mr. Pat, have you unsubscribed me? Mr. Pat, what did I do? Blah, 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 blah. You know, So long you are selling, you are not sending a boring content. How to make 300,000 naira in a day. There are 10 ways to make money in a day. If you're not making money, you'll be losing money. If you're not losing money, imagine you still working in your job, blah blah blah. If you don't work in your job, you have to lose money. No, that's crap. That's 1940 mil. We did that when we were starting. All right, we did that when we were starting, but that's not actually what you should be doing at this time. All right, your mail should be entertaining in nature. It should be entertaining in nature. If your mail in nature, then you can people would long to read your mail. If they don't receive your mail, they will long to read your mail. I have a market. I was reading a list in the men's sensuality market. I have over 70,000 subscribers there. And for over 3 months, I didn't send an email. If I open my box and you see the kind of mails people send me, what has happened? What are you safe? What is happening to you? You're not sending any mail again. I want this. Please send me your mail. It's because I've not ordered. Please send me your mail. I mean, that's because you send edutaining email. If you send edutaining email, then people will long to read your mail. They will not subscribe. And they will not say you send emails every day. But when you send a blank email, always either you are selling or whatever, people get tired of you and they run away. So what I send mails every day to make it a 1 day difference, right? A 1 day difference. A 1 day difference. So another question before I call it a night. Sir, you promised to give us a book that will help us write great stories. Can you have it so we can start reading? Did I promise that? Yes, I have a book. I call it okay, I have a lot of them, but I'll give you the simplest one for a beginner. How to turn anything around you into stories, right? Let me get the name. Let me get okay, let me see if I can the name is Infotainer. Let me see if I can attach it sharp and drop the link in the chat box. Let me see if I can attach it sharp and drop the link in the chat box. I think this is for those who are live. If you're watching a replay, you might not get this except something has happened. But let's see. Infotainer. Sorry, Infotainer. Infotainer. Yeah. I think I can get the Infotainer. All right. Let me just fetch you the link and then. Yeah, I think I have a link already. Let me see if this is good. Let's see if this is good. Well, I'll have to do what I have to do. It's not even heavy. So let me fire. Let me upload and send it and give you a link to download it. I want you to succeed. That's why I can almost give you everything in my kit to make sure you succeed, right? Infotainer, let's see. Awesome. I don't have it. Okay. Email Infotainer. So it will be on you're gonna see the link to download it on the screenshot on the page here. J.mp/ let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Are we still there? Wow. It's 11 guys. You guys, no one sleep. That's awesome. I'm gingered. It's okay. Info dinner. Good. So that's it. I'm gonna pull up the link on the slide now. I'm gonna pull up the link now. So that's it now. It's up there now. www. That's for the how to write stories. Stories, right? How to write stories. So go there and you would get access to it. You're not paying for that. Hmm? Let me see if there are more questions. More questions. More questions. How do we space? I've answered that. How do we space email? Right? You send email every day. So you promised to give us a book. I've given that Uchenwog. We need it if possible, sir. Uchenwog, I've given that. I asked a question, sir. You promised to give us a book. I have given that on stories. Yeah, Uchenwog and Olivia. I've just given that. Is on the screen now. So watch that. Thank you, sir. Nkechinyere Anyele. Vitus Ikegwonwo Kaizurike. That's good. Albert, that's good. Thank you for being here. And if you have any other questions, you can send to my mail. Then we'll have another one on Wednesday so that I'll take you on how to go about all these things. Thank you for being here. And on this note, I call it a night. Bye. Let me go and play my kids must have slept. So it's all right. It's all that it has to do to keep to pay their fees and stuff. It's all right. Okay. So good night. And for watching the replay, I put all the links on the screen. Anyone you didn't see, email me, contact me. I'll reach you. I'll send them to you. Okay. Bye. Good night.